Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Satisfactory. Well, in the last episode I wanted to get started on rocket fuel, but unfortunately nitric acid, which is one of the components I need, is locked behind particle enrichment. And to get particle enrichment I need cooling systems, I need fused modular frames that I had made, and I need turbo motors, all fairly complicated production lines. So we didn't get there, but there's a lot of preparation to do, so I'm going to carry on with that. However, we are definitely going to make turbo motors. So let's get stuck in. Alright, let's head out. And we're going to go to the aluminium factory. And here we are. And there's a new machine here, and that is making cooling systems. So I needed heat sinks. These are heat sinks, another very good looking model. And they are coming out of these two machines. And I'm making a total of 15 heat sinks from L-clad sheets and copper sheets. So I've taken the L-clad sheets from our production line over here. It runs across the top because we aren't really using them for anything else right now except Mark V belts. So they're going in there. Then I have the copper ingots coming in from where we are making copper ingots that go into the L-clad sheeting. We're not using many of them in these L-clad sheeting machines. These are coming through and going into 4 constructors, and they're making copper sheet. So those are going into these 2 assemblers, and they're making the heat sinks. The heat sinks are then going into this machine. Now I'm making more than I need, and I should be teeing off and storing because I think we need them for some other stuff. But this machine also needs rubber, water, and nitrogen gas. The nitrogen gas, I just ran a pipe from our nitrogen setup that we did in the last episode, from all the way up there, a single pipe. We are going to need it down this side anyway, so I figured why not. For the water, I just added a water pump underneath. I actually added it into our existing water system for the aluminium because we aren't using all of that, and I just put them all back at 100%. So that's bringing the water. And then for the rubber, I wasn't using rubber for anything else, so I took our original rubber facility, dragged the line through. This comes underneath and feeds into this machine, and you'll notice that I have it charted up. I don't think I need it charted up. In fact, I'm going to take that out. I can't remember if I do or not, but I have some in stock, so I'm not stressing too much. Let's see, yeah, I have quite a few. So we'll see how that goes. In fact, I'm just going to leave that in there for now. Alright, so that is currently giving us 12 per minute. Actually, I'm going to grab a couple of hundred so we can go and put them into our hub when we go back. But the big one is the turbo motors. And I have most of what I need over in this area where we are making all the other high-end stuff. So let's see what we need for it. Turbo motor. Alright, good. It's made in a manufacturer. It uses the 7.5. Ah, yes, I did need the 12 because it uses 7.5 here, and it uses cooling system somewhere else as well. So those sloops in the cooling system machine are going to stay there. Right, then we need radio control units, motors, and rubber. Radio control units, I am making somewhere around here. Yep, right there. So just on the other side of the batteries, I can whip them around. Motors I'm going to have to make because the facility that I've got way on the other side is just not going to make it. It's only making 5. I need 7.5 motors per minute for this. But I do have access to build Mark III miners, and I have lots of iron nodes and Mark V belts. So I could bring some more iron and make motors, and I have an alternative recipe unlocked that will make 7.5 per minute. So we'll use that one. And then the last component we need is rubber. I have rubber that I could belt all the way over here, but I think I'm going to need, in the later game, I'm going to need more rubber and oil products around. So what I did underneath was I brought a crude line all the way over, and I think I might have taken it a little bit too far. Or did I? No, not really. It comes out over here. Yeah, I might have taken it a bit far, but that's fine. We can do oil production maybe on this little platform over here. Still have a rogue assembler lying here. Let me get rid of that. Okay. So yeah, we have crude coming in here, and we'll be able to use it for all sorts of stuff down this end of the line. So if we look at it in a manufacturer, we have unlocked thermal propulsion rockets. That's the next item that we need for the space elevator, and that does require turbo motors. And that requires 1 turbo motor per minute, so we don't really need many. And other than buildables, we don't need turbo motors for any other processes. So we don't have to make a lot of them. In other words, I'm going to use the turbo motor recipe, and I'm just going to make 1 manufacturer. The cooling systems we're going to have to bring over to this side. Radio control units already being made here, and I think we're making 6 No, we're making 5. So radio control units, we need 3.75. We are currently making 5, so that's fine. Motors, we need 7.5. Rubber, 45. Rubber is insignificant. It's such a small amount. I'll make the rubber, I'll turn the heavy oil residue into fuel and then burn the fuel off in a generator. So that's not a problem. The motors, however, that's a bit of a trickier setup because there's a lot of stuff that needs to get in there. And we are going to use an alternate recipe, and that is the electric motor recipe, which takes electromagnetic control rods and 7.5 rotors. Rotors are fine. We can use either the steel one, which makes 5, and then we'd have to either have 2 assemblers or overclock it to 150%, or we can use the regular one and have rods and screws, but I don't like screws, so we're going to avoid that. And that one only makes 4 per minute anyway. We'll probably do this one and then overclock it. And then there's the electromagnetic control rods. Now, there are 2 options for this as well. AI limiters and stators to make 4, which is probably the one I'm going to use because we are bringing AI limiters over from the other side. But then there's also this one, which is a high-speed connector, which I am making, but that uses 4 per minute. Can't remember if I think I'm making about 11 or so high-speed connectors, but I'm not sure I want to use them here, and I don't need that many electromagnetic control rods. Maybe I will down the line, but not for this little build. So that's where we are. So I need to get myself organized, create a working area, and I think I'm going to start with the motors down over this end. There are lines over here, and one of them has iron on it that is not moving at all. So I can use that, and if I do find that I'm causing a problem further down the line, I can just upgrade the mine, or put another mine in and upgrade the belts. Alright, so I've created this large area over by the drone ports, which will come in very handy because this drone port is bringing in AI limiters, and we have a full stock, and I really want to get rocket fuel because this turbo fuel gets sucked up so quickly by the drones. It's crazy. Not efficient at all. So this is the area that we're going to make the motors, and because it's a kind of straight line build, I'm going to start at the end point, and I know that I'm probably going to put it onto this bus line and carry it through. So we'll grab an assembler, and that is about the right position. Let's see, where are we lined up with that? Yep, that should be good. And then I can just lift it up and send it across. Perfect. Right, so we'll set this one to alternate electric motor. That needs electromagnetic control rods and rotors. So what I will do here is I'm going to set up 2 assemblers. Still not used to using this hover pack. All right, so 2 assemblers. One assembler will line up directly with this output port, and I'll give it a little bit of space, although I don't really need to. Yeah, maybe I'll give it half the space. So that'll go there, and then this one will go over here. This side will produce the rotors, and we will use the steel rotor recipe, and we're going to shard that immediately to 7.5 because that's what we need. That means we're going to need 15 pipes and 45 wire. And then this one is going to make the electromagnetic control rods, and we're going to use that recipe with the AI limiters, which we can just bring in. And then we have stators that we need, and we need 6 stators, so that is another assembler. So I will pop that one in. Now I don't know if this is a wires move. Am I blocking that port? I don't think I am. So I'm going to put that in there. No, I'm not blocking it, but sure, but it's tight. Let's see if I can run a belt out of that. No, that's not going to work. Okay, so this one here, the rotor, I'm going to move it over just one spot to there. Make sure that we have this sharded again, 7.5. All right, good. So back to here. So we were working on stators. We need 6 stators per minute. Well, we don't really need 6, but we're going to get 6 because I don't feel like doing maths right now. So stators, we're going to use the same components, pipes and wire, and we are going to shard this one to 6. That's another 18 pipes and 48 wire. So other than the AI limiters that are going to come from there around and into this port, everything back from here just requires iron, and it's basically the same iron stuff. That means in total we're going to need 33 pipes and 93 wire. I hope I got my numbers right. And both of those components are made in constructors. So let's pop down a constructor and see how that all works out. Right, iron pipes. 100 ingots makes 25. if we shard that up to 33, we need 132 ingots per minute. And then if we look, and then if we go to the wire, we're going to have to shard that up, overclock to 33. So for the iron pipes, we need 93. That means that we're going to need at least 4 constructors for that. So let's put it down at 400 ingots. That's insane. It's not quite 400 because the last machine will be underclocked to 18 per minute. So that's 72. So that's 372 ingots. That's a lot of ingots. Let's have a look at the wire then. Iron wire. We need 33. We could overclock one machine, take it to 33. And that means we need 18.3. Let's call it 19. We'll just call it 19 ingots. So basically, if we made 400 ingots, we'd be fine. Quite a lot. So that's basically 14 smelters. So I'm probably not going to do those smelters up here. I'll just bring the ingots up and do it over here, yeah. So that's what we're going to do. But that definitely means I'm going to have to either increase the mine, which I may be able to do if I build myself a couple more portable miners and upgrade that so it'll be our first tier 3 mine or Mark 3 mine. Yeah, then put Mark 5 belts all the way through. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to need a lot, so I might as well. Or I could bring an extra, well, just bring another line down here. Actually, I am bringing 2 lines down. Where are they going? All right, one line is going straight into this facility that feeds into everything that goes down that way. So yeah, that's a fair bit. All right, and that's the top line. So whatever the bottom line is bringing in, it is being used, but that's the one that's going to be upgraded. Wow, I hope there's going to be enough. All right, so I can actually take it off this top line because right now we are making 240. We haven't even done anything with this, and we can upgrade. Let's just see if we can upgrade this mine. We'll push it up to 780, the max that the belt can carry, which will be more than enough to take through to that motor factory. Right, so equipment workshop, portable miner. Just going to make one of those. Let's make a few. All right, I have a few. Now, I did pick up turbo motors in the world, so that will enable me to do this upgrade. So, production, miner Mark 3, upgrade. Now, this is at standard is going to give me 480, which is great. Because now I can add a couple of shards and take this up to 780, which is what a Mark 5 belt can carry. And there you go. It's going to be making a heck of a lot. All right, now upgrading belts. Mark 5 right out the gate. Another little piece of Mark 5 over there. Ooh, is that another little piece? It is. Don't miss those little pieces that can mess up an entire production line. Mark 5 lift. Carry on with the belts. Alright, now this one I actually then don't need to split off because it's the one that continues. And that is going into here. Oh, okay. Alright, that's fine. Now I don't need to take Mark 5's past here, but I'm going to. I see there's another use over here for it, but it was only using 240 before, so that should be good. Now I don't need to go too far because I think I've already passed where I need it, which is right here. Good. Alright, so let's see. I think maybe there's a fair bit of space over here. What I might do is just use this level because smelters should fit underneath there. Extend this out and just have all 14 of the smelters down in this area. Right, so there's the platform done. Now, go to the blueprints. I want smelters that come out on the right. So the input will be on this side, coming in from the right, and then on the other side going out to the right. So let's give we'll give them a little bit of space. Just hold it to make sure. Yeah, I see it needs to come forward a spot. Good, good. That's excellent. We'll paste that in. That's 8. I think I may not have left enough space. Right, that is 12, which means I need 2 more. And do I have space on this side to squeeze them in? Actually, I do. There's going to be some moaning. I don't think I'm going to be able to use my blueprint. I might have to do these ones. Yep, it's not going to let me do that. Alright, I'll do those ones manually. And I'm going to have to upgrade belts because there are going to be a lot of things coming in here. I'll give it Mark 4s, and we'll do Mark 4s coming out as well. Okay, good. Those are all there. I haven't connected the power yet. We'll get there. I just first want to get the iron ore up here. So let's do that. Floor hole. I'll just put it right in the middle of that. Conveyor lift heading straight into there. It will come through here. That's cool. Okay, now this one, I don't want it to block anything else, so I'm going to come off. But I think I can use... So I'll use the extend the ceiling bracket trick. And then I will grab a splitter, put it on that line, get it nicely centered up, pull that, which goes... Oh, actually, I didn't need this, so I'll take it out. Don't know where my head was with that one, but this isn't exactly a straight line, is it? Oh, okay, I got it right. Okay, so that's the iron ore coming up, and then we can put a belt in here. And those are going to get full, and all the lines will be backed up. And once that happens, then I can switch these on and get the ingots started, because they are going to need to come up here to feed a few things. So let's see where we're going to need them. 93 wire. What the hell was I thinking? I think I might be overproducing. Yeah, I think I got my calculations backwards, because now I'm going to be overproducing ingots a little bit, maybe. A lot, maybe. Oh yeah, very, very much. I have way too many iron ingots. Oh well. Gonna give this one some space, because we are going to split things between this machine and that machine. I wonder if I shouldn't just bring this one back. Stator, rotor. Heck, you know what? I'm gonna put this one back here. See if I can get it closer in line. Yeah, not quite. It won't line up very nicely at the end, but that means that I can take this one out and I can use a blueprint. And I think I'm going to be removing that, so that's fine. Let's put that there. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that belt, that, and this. I didn't need to be so far away. Have I restricted my... No, I should be okay with my constructors. So, 4 constructors, left input. See how we positioned, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so these are set to come out on this side. There'll be 2 sets, so that's fine. So if I center this over here and bring it forward to there, I should be fine with this. Alright, cool, we're doing it. Good. So, let's start with the pipes. We need 33 pipes. And we can just pop this in here and overclock this to 33. And then it's literally just one machine to make all the pipes. Now, I've definitely messed up my calculations, but now this can go and this can go, and possibly that as well, because that's all the pipes that we need. Now, I hope I got this right. Wire, on the other hand, a little bit more work. So, iron wire on that one, iron wire on that one, and that is making 45 plus 22.5, and whatever that comes to. That means I need more, because in total I need 93. So if I put one more of these and overclocked it to make 25.5, that should be everything. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, so that's the 4th one in for the iron wire, and we will... I have so many power shots, I'm not worried. This will have to be 25.5, and that, I believe, should make the 93, unless I cocked up my maths again, which is entirely possible. And we'll throw that one in there, and then we'll grab conveyor lift, and it doesn't clip, but it is also not going to be able to go in squarely, so it's going to have a squiggle. Unless I raise it up over here, that could work. Grab that, put that in there. Ah, perfect. It's the steel pipes, the wire. They go into these 2. Alright, so this one will be set to be the rotors. Alright, perfect. That's 5. We need 7.5, so we increase that. Right, so rotors are sorted out. And then we need 6 stators. And we're going to do this and upgrade that one to 6. So the stators need to come straight in here. The rotors need to head into this machine. I wonder why it's out of place like this. I don't suppose it matters, but it would be nice if this was straight. Oh, heck. Oh, I'll kind of try and half neaten this up a bit. Yeah, if we do it like that, it would look good, but then, yeah, that wouldn't work out so well. Alright, so I need space for that one to come out and jig in, and then this one can be on the middle like that. This is going to make our motors. There we go, electric motors. The electromagnetic control rods will come through into there. The rotors will come through to there. Okay, and then I have to get the ingots up here. The overabundance of ingots. I don't know, I think I counted them the wrong way around or something. So we'll pop those in there. Get this, see how that lines up. If we go like that, it should be okay. Put that there. Line from there to there. I do need to set recipes. There we go. A whole bunch of iron ingots. So if you guys know of anyone who needs iron ingots, I have some spare. And they are onto these belts. Okay, looking good. Right, these are all connected the way they should be. So I need to get some AI limiters. Am I not bringing them up the top? Where the heck have I put them? Ah, yes, they head down this way. So I'm going to have to tee off this belt, which is easy enough. Yeah, let's see where they need to go. Then I can keep it fairly clean up here and just run them underneath. They go into this machine, and that machine needs the floor hole right there. Now, to bring these around, I'll get that in line and throw that belt in there. Okay, that should get us AI limiters. I think I can start up the constructors now. So we grab a power line, put it in there. Alright, recipes all set. Ingots are coming through a little slower than I want. That's just because these take so many. Oh, that's right. This needs 132 and I'm running on a Mark 1 belt over there. So let's just upgrade that belt. Problem solved. Alright, good. We have wire backing up. We have pipes backing up. The recipes in these two assemblers are set. Cool. That means that I can plug these ones in. And that should get them started. Alright, they're getting everything that they need in. Perfect. It is coming in fast enough. That's good. That's also good. Alright, there's our rotors. There's our stators. This is getting the 4 AI limiters per minute. We aren't using many of the ones that we're making at our AI limiter factory, so this is fine. We've got a little backup here, so I can bring in a power pole, plug that one in, and get that started, and that will sort out the electromagnetic control rods. And once I have a few of those backed up, then I'll power this one up. In the meantime, we need to get these motors somewhere, and that place is somewhere over here. All right, let's see how we're going to do this. I'll put it over here. Let's just get it centered and see if I've got enough space to bring a belt through. I do. Although it's going to come from there, so it doesn't really matter. Put that down. Right, we're making turbo motors right there. All right, good. Cooling systems I need to bring across. Radio control units right next to it. Motors are made. I need to make rubber. Rubber, we only need 45. And I have the rubber pipe coming through somewhere here. Way over there. Wonder why. Don't need it that far over. But that's fine. I mean, you never know. We're probably going to need more rubber in here at some point. So let me grab a couple of refineries. Okay, the 1 in 2 out refinery. Let's see, how does that work? Yeah, I think I need a little more space for this. Well, this could work. I mean, it's tight, but it'll work. Let's just see that we are good over there. Yep, we are. Wow. Wow, that's pretty tight, but that's okay. I mean, this will be walled up, and I'll expand this platform out anyway. All right, that's done. Now, each of these are only going to make 20. That means I need a third one. So I will pop a third one in. I'll just grab the same blueprint. Just hold it there. Make sure that we are as far across as we can go. We are. Remove this one because we don't need it right now. Although maybe later we will, but for now we don't. Connect the output pipes, which may need a lift to get it up. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Oh, plastic, yeah, rubber. All right, so we're gonna set this one to the regular rubber recipe. That'll make 20, that'll make 20, and this one will underclock to only make 5. That means we are getting 45 heavy oil residue that we can then put into another refinery, which I should maybe have just left the way I had it. Give it some separation. We'll set that to the fuel recipe, which takes in 60, puts out 40. We only needed to take in 45, but that's fine. We'll leave it at the max. We just know that we are getting 30 fuel out, and then I can remove this. Grab a fuel power generator, pop it in like that. See if I can get it somewhat on a line. Yeah, I think that's about the best I'm going to get it. Although, actually it should be the other way around. There we go, because the fuel's going to come out here and go into there. There we go. But this is not going to handle all 30. Unfortunately, we need another one because these fuel generators only handle 20. But it's a little bit of extra power into our system. Alright, let me start connecting these up. I need to go and pull that oil over, which for some reason I took far away. Oh, actually I didn't, not that far away. Floor hole, how's these? Yeah, okay, I think I'm going to have to come over a little bit. Is there a belt on the other side of these? No, there isn't. Good. Alright, well, this one is going there, and that one is going there, and we don't need anything more than a Mark 1 pipe, so that can go into there. This can go through here somewhere. There we go, that's plugged in, and then I'm just going to put this into there and hope that things start happening. I doubt it, I'm probably going to need a pump. Yep, it's there, it's just not strong enough. So, Mark 1 pump, get it as low in as possible, give it some power, and let's see if it comes through to the top. I hope it doesn't do that stuff again. Damn it, it's doing that thing again. Alright, it's not getting into that pipe. Yeah, it's not really working over here either. Alright, well let's see if I move this pump, and I put a bigger pump over here. Alright, well it is pumping at the bottom, and it is coming through up here now. That's excellent. Whoa. What the heck? That's not the input. Bloody hell. Sometimes I worry about myself. Alright, so this is the output side. And that, if I get the right shape, there we go, is now going into the correct side as long as it starts pumping through. Why is it not pumping through? Because it's not coming into here. Oh, come on, guys. There's crude there. Sometimes it's just better not to use a floor hole. Just go straight through the floor. See, they cast the concrete around that pipe. Alright, well, there we go. We've got the crude coming in, and it's getting dark again. Pop all of these in here. This will come to there, a couple of steps back, go up, and plug into there, which is going to be making the fuel, which is then going to come out of here. And yep, I think I put these out of position. I needed to leave more space. Yeah, just a touch too close. Bugger. So we'll just knock it back 2 spots, just like that. Grab the pipe junction right there, and might as well put another one in. Connect that to that in there, that in there, and that in there. Then power. Okay, we have cables, so we can connect these two together. This we can bring down over to this side. Plug that in there, plug that in there, and I need one in the middle to take power to the other side of this one. I'll put it over here, drop that there, and that there. Okay, so these pipes are all connected out. These are all connected going through. Alright, good. Now just the conveyor belts for the rubber. Make sure the machines are connected into the mergers. Mergers are connected together. Bring this line out in this direction and see where I'm going to need to bring it up, way over there. I'm not going to start this process up yet. I'll just wait until everything is ready to rock and roll before I plug that one in. Alright, radio control units I can bring out of this box. No, not this box. Gosh darn it. That's not it either. Where the hell are they? Alright, radio control units are over here. I'm going to pull them out of this box and take them over. Let's see, that line looks about good. Maybe I could come out just a bit more. Let's go to here, and we'll just go 2 notches up, connect a belt into there, bring this belt through and maintain that height. And as planned, we'll bring this belt through here, and then I think 1, 2 up, and we'll just bring that in there. Good, so that's that one sorted out. Radio control units. I think I'm going to be bringing the rubber in from the bottom. So that is connected. Motors and cooling systems from that side, way down there. Oh gosh, it's a long way away. Alright, so this is the next one. The rubber. I think I got that height right. I didn't want it the same height as this. No, it was a little bit too high. So we're going to take this 2 off the center. and put that there. Just remove all of this. Put that there. Remove that. Put the conveyor lift right into there. Grab this belt. Plug. Have I put that the wrong way around? Oh my gosh, I have. I've taken so long to do this, it's already daytime. Need to change the direction. Plug that in. We can remove this one now. Belt that to there. Belt this out, and this is just going to follow that line. I was going to bring it in from underneath. Wonder if I can do this better. Like maybe I'll take this one out, take this one out, remove that, put this one up over here for that, and this one into the machine. I don't want it to go up there. Oh, my word. Alright, hang on. I need to plug that belt in first. Otherwise it's going to keep wanting to snap to the end of that belt. There we go. And then I can just grab that and plug it in. There we go, that'll be the rubber. Now I just have to drag the motors, which are just over here, and the cooling systems, which are very, very far away, all the way up to here. Alright, it's a very long way to move these cooling systems. I'm going to do it by belt, because a drone would be a waste. There's no way I could weave a train through here, and even a truck is going to be a bit of a pain. So we're going underground. Right, I have the motors working. They are coming through. I have the cooling systems. They're coming through from a very long way away, but I managed to weave them through fairly neatly. So I'm going to plug these two in, just like that, and that can go in there. That works out nicely. So those will start queuing. That means that I can go and switch on the rubber factory, which is just over here. Take that, plug it in there, and things should start working. Okay, the crude is going through to all the machines. This one is underclocked, right? It is. So 2025 is 45, so good. Right, there we go. We're starting to get some of the heavy oil residue coming through. That is then going to go through. The rubber is starting. Good. This is going to make fuel, and it's just going to do the max. And I could underclock it, but nah. It's going to use all the heavy oil residue. I don't want that backing up. All right, now we're going to start making the fuel. There we go. First batch of fuel is going to come through, and it's in the pipes. And these will kick off. They have started. They are moving. That fuel is being burnt off. Good, that system should stay intact for a while. No, back over here. Just waiting for the first rubber to come in. Okay, the first rubber is coming in. I want this belt to back up just a little bit before I switch on. Oh, there you go. It's backed up a fair bit. So let's get this plugged in. Plug that into the machine. And we'll see what happens. Okay, the rubber is coming in. And everything else is in, all looking strong. It's only the rubber that could potentially be an issue. And I haven't connected the output, so I will do that. And let's get that there, and that will be, in just a moment, the first... Oh, there we go. Oh, that was so fast. But we have produced our first turbo motor. Awesome. They should put a slower belt in here just so we can watch it. And here it comes. Oh, it does look pretty good. Yes, it does. Very nice indeed. Right, so that's the turbo motors sorted. Now I just have to wait for them to build up a little bit so that I can do the particle enrichment milestone and then finally get to rocket fuel. But in the meantime, I'm going to do preparations because I'm going to need double the amount of generators and then some. So we're going to head back to the hub. We're going to have a look at what we need. I think I have everything except the turbo motors. But it shouldn't take too long for the turbo motors to get there. And we're back, so let me put in the hub what I can. These are already in, so it's just the turbo motors we're waiting for. And we already have 56. Oh, I also picked up some, so yeah, cool. Well, let's do that one. And there we go, particle enrichment, ready to launch.
Milestone reached. Project part number 9, nuclear pasta, can be created in the particle accelerator. The accelerator has vast and fluctuating power demands, depending on the recipe, so will need careful integration with your factory. Fix-It does not waste, so nuclear waste can be refined by the particle accelerator into plutonium for reuse in the nuclear power plant. Fun fact: Fix-It psychologists suggest factory designs reflect the minds of their creators in unexpected ways. On an unrelated note, your infrastructural choices have been interesting.
Oh, thank you. I do try. All right. I want to see... Okay, the thermal propulsion rocket, that needs the engines, which we are making. I might need to... Oh, these are the modular engines. Yes, I'm making those. I'm going to have to do the power upgrade before I decide to get them over with drones. Turbo motors I'm making, that's fine. Cooling systems I'm making in that same area. Fused modular frames I'm making in that exact same area. I just need to fly these in. But in order to do that, I do need to sort out the fuel because turbo fuel is just really bad with the drones. It doesn't take them very far. It really sucks it up. But then they said something about nuclear pasta as well, which is the last one. Nuclear pasta, there it is. Okay, so we need a pressure conversion cube. We need copper powder. That's cool. I've been saving copper down that end. Pressure conversion cube. Let's have a look at that. That needs the fused modular frames and the radio control units, which I'm basically making right next to each other. So that's going to be pretty easy. All I'm going to need to do is one machine, which is an assembler to make the conversion cube, and then another oh, this is a particle accelerator. Ah, that's different. So the nuclear pasta has to be made in a particle accelerator with copper powder. All right, definitely need to sort out power before I do that, although we're okay on power. But yeah, next episode, we're definitely upgrading that power system. So if you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notification. Leave me your comments. Let me know your thoughts. We are good on power. I did turn a couple of fuel generators off because I needed to get more turbo fuel so that the drones would actually work. And now they have worked and they're sitting still, almost. So yeah, finally, next episode, nitric acid, which we will make in a blender, I think. Yes, with water and iron plates, which are no problem. And then we will be able to make rocket fuel. So looking forward to that. Thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate all the support. And until next time, cheers.